Hello everyone, friends, family, associates, whatever. um, so I've been missing out. I almost cried while watching this movie. I'm so glad I finally saw this movie. Everybody was talking about it at one of my old jobs, and I'm so happy that I finally watched it. It's Black Panther. I know Black Panther is kind of super old to people right now, but I just had to prepare myself to watch it. I have to prepare myself to watch all movies that involve black people. I have to prepare myself for the, black stereotypes, so on and so forth, before I just start watching something. When I watched it, one of the black stereotypes that was in there with the character Killmonger, I was like, are they doing a little too much with this character? At first, that was my first initial thought, but I really love the character Killmonger. I love the character T'Challa. I love all the characters. I love the real accents and the fake accents. I love it all. Black Panther was really good. It's a movie about, for me, what I got from the movie, me personally. Black empowerment, black unity, black love, black oneness, coming together on the continent of Africa as well as on the continent of North America, and black people everywhere, in South America on that continent, down in the Caribbean, and everywhere that black people are, just in general, all black people coming together. That's what I got from the movie, and it was such a euphoric movie. You feel a sense of euphoria, you feel a sense of pride, you feel a sense of respect, you feel a sense of dignity, you feel a sense of self-awareness, you feel a sense of everything in regards to unity, in regards to black people just coming together and being one. And when they did the lip thing, the lip thing that they did in the movie where you see like the little blue line of the vibranium, which is what they call it. I think that's what it's called, vibranium. And they pull their lip down and you see it in the inside of their lip. It's like right there inside the lip. I thought that was wonderful because literally people of the African diaspora are all over the globe. People of African descent are all over the globe. We're everywhere. We don't actually have to be from Africa to have African descent, even though some people actually believe that, which is, the dumbest thing, or one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard. But that's just some people. You can't expect everyone to agree with your views. You just have to stick with the black people that are going to stick with you. If you are a pro-black person, which you should be, everybody should be pro about their race. And let me not say race, because there's just one race, the human race, right? Let me reword that. You should be pro-black, because if you were pro-white, it wouldn't be an issue. Pro-Asian, pro-Latino, pro-Hispanic, it wouldn't be an issue. A lot of people find an issue with people being pro-black. They think it means anti-white. Now, not to go off too much into anti-white, because I don't believe in that either. I could care less. When I'm talking about black issues, it's for black people. Nobody else is in the conversation. I'm not bringing you in because you're not bringing me in on your issues. I'm not a minority. Actually, black people are the majority nowadays. And that's just period. So, no, I don't see myself as a minority. So, I'm not going to include other minorities in my conversations, because when I say I'm pro-black, I'm pro-black. Black people first. Black issues first. Black solutions first. Black problems first. We come first. In my mind, because I am black. That's how I view myself. That's how the rest of the world views me. I can't be walking around talking about, well, I am white. So people that's my skin tone, that say they're white, whether they speak, English properly or improperly, whether they speak Spanish properly or improperly, French properly or improperly, people that's my skin tone, with my hair texture, that say they're white, I really don't know what they're doing with their life. Maybe they living their best life, believing they're a white person. And then, they come into an issue that's discriminatory towards them, and then they all of a sudden have an epiphany. Oh my God, I am black. I know we've seen this several times with celebrities and regular modern day people. Now, if you're just an average Joe type of person, I don't know how you didn't realize until you were, I don't know, whatever age, that you were black. But okay, if you're my skin tone, once again, with my hair texture, I think you need to come to the realization that you're black. But if you don't want to, I'm not going to press the issue. You don't have to believe the same things that I believe. I believe I'm black. And there's no getting around it, like, at all. So, when I look in the mirror, I see a black woman. When people look at me, they see a black woman. Like, it's just, if I spoke Spanish, I would feel the same way. If I spoke proper English, I would feel the same way. But as I've tried to explain to many people, and this just doesn't come across to most Americans, we are never going to be able to speak proper English. We're not. It's not going to happen. But, you know, the pronunciation is off. The spelling of a lot of words is off. You know, it's wrong. It's just not right. I'll put it that way. But yeah, that was a really good movie. Black Panther was so good. It was so good. It wasn't really, there was not a lot of discriminatory things going on in the movie. What I saw was black people trying to understand each other on a whole and trying to come together as a whole, as a collective. For those that wanted to come together. Now, the ones that didn't want to come together, they just didn't want to, in regards to the movie Black Panther. But that's everyday life. You have to and this is going to be kind of a long video just to let you know, but you have to, dang, I'm trying to look for the word. Oh, you have to let people that don't want to be involved in your movement or in the things that you do, you have to leave them alone. Maybe one day they'll get it. Maybe one day they'll have an epiphany and be like, you know what, I am black. I support you. It may take a while for them to support you. And some people are just never going to support you. They're not going to have an epiphany. They know they're black, but they don't want to accept the fact wholeheartedly. They don't want to accept the good with the bad. So they want to accept all the black accomplishments and none of the black failures. So people like that, you have to accept good and bad about your own nation, tribe, whoever it is you follow, as a black person. Now me, I'm cool with all the black people that are cool with me. If you're not cool with me as a black person, you're not pro-black. And if you're not pro-black, me and you more than likely will not get along, and we definitely won't be friends. We won't hang out in the same social settings, and we definitely won't kick it at any time, because I am pro-black. And I realize that being black in almost every country on the planet has consequences just for being black, you know. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong. You could be living right, driving your car properly on the right side of the road, or whichever side of the road you drive on, right or left. But you could be doing everything abiding by the law. As Phil says, you don't have to be Pookie and Ray Ray. You could be doing everything right, and you're still not good enough. So when you realize that, as an African American or Afro Caribbean or an Afro Latina and many other places where black people are throughout the world, when you realize that you're never going to be good enough for outsiders, wouldn't that make you come together? I know it makes me come together with my other fellow black people. Now, you will have some issues. You will have some opposition, of course. You're going to have opposition in life. It doesn't matter if you never spoke a word in your life. You're still going to have some opposition in life from someone. So don't get hung up on the black people that don't want to come together and make the situation better and make things better for black people as a collective, as a whole. Don't get mad at those black people. They have a purpose. Their purpose is not to be involved in being pro-black. They are not pro-black. They have no interest in being pro-black. Stop talking to them about being pro-black. Stop talking to them about black empowerment movements. Excuse me. Stop talking to them about black people coming together as a collective and a whole. Stop talking to them about coming over and spending time with other black people. They're not interested. They are not interested. If every time you talk about black people, they are literally running away from you first in conversation and then with their feet, because people usually run away first with their words and then they run away with their feet. They don't run away with their feet first most times. Most people run away with their words and then they run away with their feet. For example, I'll give you an example of someone that's not pro-black. If you say, hey, they're doing a, let's just say you're going to a poetry slam or whatever. So I'm going to a poetry slam tomorrow night. And then they come up and they say, why you want to go there? No, let's not go to the poetry slam. Let's go to the mall. Now, there's a lot of black people at the mall. That's true. But at the same time, you're usually not stopping in the mall to talk to anyone. And a lot of people that will stop you and talk to you in the store are usually white people. Now, does that mean that the white person is racist? No. But they will stop you in the store and talk to you. Number one giveaway. If you want to go to a multiracial or an all-black establishment and your friend wants to go somewhere that's similar to the country club, meaning it's 2 black people there and 50 white people, they are not pro-black. I'm sorry to tell you. They're not. They're not pro-black. And that may seem like a stretch, but I promise you, it's the truth. But the movie Black Panther was so good, y'all. Black Panther was so good. It was so good. It was all about black unity. That's all I got from the movie. And literally, it almost made me cry a couple of times. Like, actually almost 3. So, the point behind the movie is telling black people, you got to come together. All this fighting amongst ourselves, we can't do that no more. For the ones that want to do it, I mean, go right ahead. Knock yourself out. I'm sure it's going to get you far. Yeah, but not really. So, if fighting is getting you nowhere, and arguing is getting you nowhere, and marching is getting you nowhere, and being of a different opinion, and again, arguing over that different opinion is getting you nowhere, then what is it time to do, black people? Let me put it simply for you. There is a definition in regards to insanity. Now listen, this is the definition of insanity. I'm going to say this 3 times, so all my black people that want to come together and be pro-black get it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting different results. Let me say that again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Let me say that one more time for 3. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Black people, it's time to stop doing that. We've been doing that for a long time, some of us. And it's just not working anymore. It was never working, actually. You're doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's like baking a cake with the correct ingredients and expecting it not to rise. It's going to rise every time, honey, because it has eggs in it. As well as baking powder or baking soda, salt, such and such. You know the ingredients to making a cake from scratch. It's going to rise regardless. It has eggs in it, and it has baking powder in it, and salt, and sugar, and all the other ingredients that it has. If you make something correctly, it's going to turn out correct. If you make something incorrectly, it's going to turn out incorrect. This is basic common sense. Like, some people just don't have it, though. Some people don't have common sense. You can't be mad at certain black people. Certain black people don't have common sense. They're going to keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping it'll work out, praying that it'll work out, and it ain't going to never work out. Know why? Well, it hasn't worked in 25 years, so it's not going to work now. Do something different. Change something. That's all you got to do. Now, one thing that I started doing, and I told y'all this is going to be a long video, so bear with me. Excuse me. one thing that I started doing was I started buying books by Black authors. That was one of the first things I did in regards to being pro-Black. But I'm still going to buy clothes from people that I subscribe to on YouTube. I have a lot of things that I'm about to do. But I'm going to have to be pro-Black while doing it. So before, I was kind of guilty of not being pro-Black, but it was because I didn't know about a lot of Black authors and a lot of Black writers and things like that. So yeah, I was a little bit guilty of that, but it was because I was naive guilty. I wasn't in the know and still guilty of it. So once I learn of it, yes, I'll buy your merchandise. But if I don't know about it, of course I'm naive and ignorant to it because I don't know anything about it. But I have some coffee mugs that I want to buy. I have some shirts that I want to buy, some hoodies. I got a lot of things that I want to buy. Jewelry as well. So if you are a Black entrepreneur on YouTube, I will subscribe to your channel. And if you have some like merchandise that you want to sell, please hit me up in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for this video. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can get all my future videos. I had to do this video though because like it's time out for nonsense. Black people that want to come together. Those are the ones that I'm talking to. If you're a Black person and you don't want to come together with other Black people to make our situation better as a collective Black community, like all over the world, global, you should have stopped watching this video a long time ago, quite honestly. But if you're still watching, you can go ahead and go bye-bye. Because we don't need you here. There's enough nosy people in the world that ain't doing nothing with their nosiness. And that's something I can't stand. It's not that I don't like nosy people. I don't like nosy people that ain't gonna do nothing with their nosiness. When you nosy just for the sake of being nosy, be gone with you. What? Really? What do we need you for? Absolutely nothing. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video and have a great day. Bye-bye.